Yo guys, welcome back to Cryptoria. In today's video, I'm going to be covering the top 5 altcoins to pick up during this bear market right now. But before I do, I'll appreciate if you like, subscribe and turn on bell notification for all future videos. And with that being said, let's get into this video. So guys, hope everyone's doing well during this bear market. Hopefully you've been taking profits along the way during the bull market, but all you could do right now is to prepare for the next bull run that will be occurring. So before I jump over onto the top 5 altcoins that I'm going to be picking up later in this video, I want to quickly go over Bitcoin. So you can see here at the moment, Bitcoin is still number 1, market cap still pretty high, over 401 billion, current price just over that $21,000 region. Going over the chart, you can see here guys, it did spike up to around that 2017 high. It did go around that resistance level. Hopefully right now what he's going to be doing is creating level of supports. If this level does break, there is a much more higher chance if it's going down to around 14,000, even 12,000 to 10,000 region, before possibly creating level of supports over here as well. So you can see at the moment, even in terms of weeklies, you can see how many bearish candles have been ever since the end of last year, to be honest, around November time. Ever since there, when it topped around that $69,000 region, around that high over here, it's just been completely bearish, covering these level of supports, breaking the support, breaking supports, and so on and so on. So at the moment, you can see since that high around December in 2017, there was that resistance formed. What we're doing at the moment is seeing that resistance forming that level of support at the moment. So if it does, have a little strong support around this region, around that $18,000 region, there is a strong chance of it going back up to around that $30,000 region. But as I said guys, if this support breaks as of next week or the weeks on, there is a much more higher chance of it going down to around 12,000, 10,000 region around here. So just be aware of that at the moment guys. So that's just a quick coverage in terms of BTC. So guys, I'm going to be jumping over onto the first altcoin to pick up now. So the first altcoin that I'm going to be dollar cost averaging into this market is Cardano. Guys, I've been in Cardano since very early, so I'm pretty much, a Cardano fan at this point. But you can see here, Cardano is circulating pretty cheap at the moment, just underneath that 50 cents level. Going over onto the chart, you can see here, I already created a little bit of an analysis that I've already picked up. So back around 2018, it did have that massive spike around that $1.30 level, before obviously smashing around that resistance level around here, all the way up to a high around that $3.10 level. So from around these resistances around that 38 cents, even to the resistance level around 14 cents, I do see it dropping much more further down to these levels here. If it does, it will be a perfect time to obviously correct these candles here, and obviously having that massive 21,000% return, if possible, going back up to those highs over here. Of course, last year a lot of people were expecting Cardano to go around to a $5, $10 region, but guys, there's never say never in terms of that region. So just be aware of these levels that I will be picking up on. I have circulated this earlier here, just showing that resistance was broken, retest that level, created that level of support, and went up to a massive bull run around that $3 region, before obviously having this massive correction in this bear market. That massive level of support has been broken as well. So just be aware, if this resistance over here, hopefully what it does now is create level of support before, ranging between these levels for a bit, or if this does level break, there is a chance of it going down to this resistance here around that 14 cent level. Of course, if this broken, there is a much more chance of it going down to around that 10 cent to around the 0 cent level as well. So just be aware of these levels. These are just key levels that are marked out for you guys, so hopefully you'll be able to dollar cost average into these levels as well. So guys, I will be jumping onto the second altcoin now. So the second altcoin is XRP, otherwise known as Ripple. So XRP, again guys, I've been in this game since pretty early in terms of XRP, currently circulating just underneath that 33 cent level. It is up 4% over the last 24 hours as well. Going over the chart again, I have created level of key levels as well, such as these resistances and support levels around these little tiny ranges between that 30 cent to around 31 cent. So just be aware guys, if this level again does break, there is a chance of it going down to 30 cent, even around to that 15 cent level around these levels here. So just be aware, these are the levels I want to be dollar cost averaging, in fact, hopefully to pick up and obviously correct this move here around to that spike around earlier on last year, around that $2 region. Of course, if this resistance over here is broken, which hasn't been broken, ever since 2018. In fact, you can see here, since 2018, it has created a level of resistance. It did obviously spike all the way up to around that $3.50, but ever since then, it has never ever broken this resistance around here. So if it does break this resistance, there is a nice chance of it going past that $2 to around that $3 region as well. And XRP, as I always say, is a very good project as well, even though they have a lot of SEC and all that stuff around them. But ever since then, you know guys, it's been doing very well. So just be aware of the obviously news going to be happening around XRP as well. It is a big thing as well, but hopefully, you know, everything gets cleared up and so on and so on, and it does do very well in terms of the price as well. So just be aware. So these are the key levels I want to be looking for. If this level breaks, there is a chance of it picking up around 30 cents. If that breaking, around 15 cent to 10 cent level as well. So just be aware of that as well, guys. So guys, I will be jumping over onto the third altcoin now. Jumping onto the third altcoin is Solana, otherwise known as Sol. So it's currently circling just underneath that $32 region. Jumping over onto the chart, it's just a quick analysis in terms of where I see price going. So it did have a massive bull run all the way up to the three-figure region, around $267 in fact. So that is a huge rush in terms of around the lows around $4 in fact, to around a three-figure region is a massive, you know, pump as well. So just be aware of that. But in terms of the actual project itself, I'm pretty aware of what it does and how strong it is. So I do see a lot of upside potential as well with these projects as well. So again, you can see here, it did have that massive uprush around that $26. Unfortunately, it did breaking down these resistances around that $80 region and breaking them again and again. So just be aware of this resistance over here. So over the support here, what it does now, it double bottoms that support around that $18 region. If it does so, it will most likely range for a while between this level of support around to this level of support here as well. So just be aware of that as well. So hopefully what I'll be doing is dollar cost averaging around that $9.20 to around that $5 region as well. So if it does break again, guys, this support over here, there is a massive chance of tapping into the resistance level around that $5 region. So again, guys, Solana, a great project. Just make sure you look into these projects as well. These are just personal projects I'm going to be picking up just because I see a huge future for these guys. So there is Solana. So I will be jumping on to number 4 now. So the fourth altcoin I'm going to be picking up is Polygon Matic. So Polygon Matic, I've made tons of videos in terms of what they do, what their futures and so on and so on. So go ahead and check out those videos. Again, doing pretty well at the moment, 3% up of the last 24 hours. Currently circling over that 40 cent level. Going over to analysis, a pretty simple analysis yet again. Again, it had a massive bull run around 2021 last year to around that $3 region. From around a 4p mark to around $3 region. Again, massive returns. So potentially what will happen again, unfortunately, is breaking the level of support around that $1.50, $1 in fact. So it does look like he's going towards that level of resistance around that 2020 high, around that 4 cent level. If anything, guys, I think it's a pretty good time to pick up at the moment, just because there isn't too much at the moment in terms of analysis. You can see just clean level of candles on the left, so it is a much more potential of it actually dropping down to the 4 cent region. But again, with Matic, Polygon, there is a lot of future behind these guys. They've got a lot of stuff going on, so I just see a lot of upside potential personally with Matic. So at the moment, hopefully what it does now is either range between this level around 30 cent to 4 cent region. If it does do that, guys, there's a perfect time to pick up here, especially if there's a potential to go back up to around that $3 region, and smashing that, of course, is a massive upside potential. So hopefully that's what it does now. Of course, at the moment it doesn't really look that good, just because it's in the bear market, and obviously these weekly candles and monthly candles have just been completely horrific. But hopefully what it does now, of course, after this bear market is over, it does pick up pretty well and go on to being a good project as well. So guys, that is my fourth altcoin that I will be picking up. Jumping onto the final altcoin that I will be picking up is Chainlink, otherwise known as Link. This project, I've been again really early adopter in terms of this project. I personally think it's a massive project in terms of Web3 as well. So again, Chainlink at the moment is circling just over that $6.50, currently up 2% over the last 24 hours. Going over the chart again, I have highlighted these key resistance levels over here around that $1.40, around that $5, and around that spike around that 2021 region around $20, and of course that massive spike around that $52 region. So again, guys, you can see the massive level of support has been completely broken, unfortunately, which obviously has an indication that it's, and again, within a bear market, what I expect to happen is a level of support being created around this $5 region before ranging between that $5 to $20 region, and again breaking of level of resistances to go further on up towards that all-time high again. So personally, I will be picking up around that $5 to around that dollar region. Again, if this level of support is broken around that $5 region, there is a chance of it going down to lows around that $2 region. Hopefully create a level of support around this range level here before going back up towards that all-time high. Again guys, with the all-time high, it's not going to come as of tomorrow or the next day or so on and so on. This will take time. Of course, we're in a bear market at the moment, so this will last for a while. Just expect that again. Of course, it'll be good if you could do some short positions as well with these markets as well. Again, it's another opportunity to be making money either way where the market is going, whether it's bullish or bearish. There's potential either way, guys, just an FYI. So those are the 5 altcoins I'm going to be personally picking up. What are you guys going to be picking up? Drop your comments down below. I'll be very interested to see what you guys are picking up as well. Again guys, I always go for altcoins just because there's much more potential of bigger returns compared to Bitcoin and Ethereum and so on. Just because they have a high market cap, it's very difficult to actually make good returns. That's why personally I will be picking up altcoins. So that's the top 5 altcoins I'm going to be personally picking up. Again guys, drop your comments below. Make sure you like, subscribe and turn on bell notification for all future videos. And with that being said, I'll catch you guys on the next one.